Hello, everybody. We have one more thing to get through. Basically, no point now, but here we go. There it is. All right. Welcome, everybody. We are all elite women and friends. We have our friend Maddog that will be coming on later with the news. My name is Cactus Caitie. My amazing co-host, Sheriff, is with us tonight. Thank you for taking over last week for me. I was out of the country, made it back safe, thank goodness. So, ready for Dynamite tonight.
Two thumbs
So,
up. If I had three arms, I'd give you three.
appreciate
Unlike
that.
MJF.
Mm. Well, we're going to get to that tonight for sure. But you know what? Who started tonight off? Master P.
Make them say,
Right? He kicked off the night tonight. Being in New Orleans, he is the head of New Orleans basketball, I believe. Um, it was really cool to see someone different. It was totally unexpected. I didn't expect this. But that doesn't mean really anything. Uh, but he's interesting. He does a lot of promotion for Big Blue. He owns House of Glory. What do you think about that, Sheriff?
which I'm going to on Friday.
Yes.
Master P, I like that his involvement in wrestling. It seems like the way that he engages with it seems like someone who kind of understands the business, understands his place in it, and is not super overbearing. And he's a legend, and he has a lot of money. He can do whatever he
He's
wants.
a legend. He's got a lot of money. He's a rapper. He is, like I said, he's the president of basketball relations at University of New Orleans. That's what it is. Hey, Jeffrey.
He's got
Um,
all the dream jobs. Yeah, it's
he's
good
got
to
the dream job.
also cleanse my palate after whatever the fuck that was on Sunday.
Oof.
Yeah,
WrestleMania. The E.
yeah,
Oh,
yes, I did watch night two. I didn't get to see night one, although I intended to, but I did watch the recap. I saw
I
night one.
watched some recap.
I did
Yeah, you
too.
know what? Let's just get this out of the way real quick, and let's bring Mad Dog in here real quick to talk about the E. We are all elite women, and we talk about AEW, but you know what? We are all a wrestling family here, and we are going to go off the cuff real quick and talk about WrestleMania. Hey, Mad Dog, how are
Hi
you?
guys, what's up?
Hey guys.
So, yes, I was driving home from our trip on night one, so I watched clips of it, recap mostly, but then I watched night two with our lovely friend of the channels, Bobby M. He came over to my house and we watched WrestleMania night two, and that was interesting. Not the typical WrestleMania that I'm expected. It's also in Vegas. Like, come on.
Whatsoever.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
night two. Yeah,
Hell froze
I had a
over.
similar experience. I didn't get to see that when I saw night two. That was a
What
very
do you
nice
guys
way of
think?
putting it. You're very very eloquent. I thought that they shit the bed because this is your biggest pay per view of.
It
No,
is.
it's
It's
not a
their
pay per
Super
view.
Bowl.
This
Why?
is your biggest event of the year.
No.
I saved my $10. By the way, I went to Dave and Buster's. Whatever money was spent on food and drinks. Glad I didn't spend any money on watching whatever the fuck that was. Travis Scott coming out. When I say cleanse my palate, that's what I was talking about. I hated that. I hated that. I'm sorry. I understand
Right,
that there were
right.
story implications, but there's a time and a place, right? Master P, I liked his involvement and how it didn't completely take away from the actual
Right.
performers. It didn't take away from the actual story. It didn't take away from the actual like physicality. I feel like Travis Scott being there made it feel so unserious. It's like, and the long walk to the ring, it's like, my brother and Chris are not that important. Anyways, go ahead. Well, no. Travis Scott is a very big artist. I like Travis Scott. I mean, in the context of wrestling, you're not that important, my guy.
Actually, he's very important. Actually, him and The Rock showed up to Elimination Chamber. The Rock himself, or Dwayne, as everybody knows him, said on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, I believe came in on Skype or whatever it was, and said ticket sales were slow and he needed to get people into the crowd. So they need to sell asses in the seats. What does The Rock do? Sure, he gets asses in the seats, and that's what he did. So he called up his buddy Travis Scott, because Travis Scott, I don't know if you ladies know this, he's actually right now training for, with WWE to become a wrestler. Our own EC didn't believe me on this, and I sent them an article, and it's like, oh shit, he goes, he is going to be wrestling. I'm like, yep. So
just like Darby Allin.
I was talking about the actual quality of the product, and of course, our Fed fan came in to tell me about ticket sales, because Fed fans don't enjoy wrestling. They enjoy talking about the business that their favorite.
You know me, and that's the reason why. But that's the reason why Rock said he couldn't show up at Mania, because he didn't want to steal the show from Cody and Cena. That's what he said.
I'm going to agree with Jeffrey right here,
The Rock
though.
isn't going to be fully involved, don't show up. I mean, yeah, I agree.
He had his 2 cents.
If The Rock would have showed up, I would have been okay with that, even if you say it's overshadowed, because The Rock is
it's The Rock.
For lack of a better phrase, The Rock is a wrestler. Like, he's a legitimate, like, I could see him legitimately, like, going into a match doing a story. Travis Scott is not reasonably, who's he fighting?
That was stupid.
Right.
That was just stupid.
I mean,
I'm sure he's training to get in the ring, but when he walked down to the ring, I'm like, if Cena don't just swat this nigga and like get back to what he was doing, or not Cena, because Cena's on his side, but if Cody doesn't just swat him and then go back to what we're doing, because what is Travis Scott gonna do? Nothing. What are we talking about?
He's training with them though, so he could do anything. I mean, look at Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny had a couple matches with WWE.
But I mean, in terms of being a threat, he's coming down to the ring, and I'm not like, oh no, it's Travis Scott. Cody's gonna lose. I'm like, if Cody don't just throw him out the ring and get back to the match, like, what are we talking about? Just
I mean,
right.
There was no way he was gonna get into a match and it lasts any longer than the Joe Henry match. Okay,
wasn't that fantastic?
I'm so happy to see Joe Henry.
Great.
Oh no! Did you see what just happened?
I did.
Yes, we're gonna ignore that until it becomes an issue. But yes, so that was our.
But it felt
the women represented this year, guys. The women represented. The triple threat was amazing. Those girls brought it. It was amazing. And you know what? There were more girl matches this year than any other matches.
And we have the return of the man.
Coming from the man who was in Vegas.
Thank you.
That's probably where he spent night 2 in the porta john.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. That's probably why he did that. That's all he remembers. But you know what? All right, we gotta get back to AEW because it was a decent night for AEW. There were some great big points to this. Like I said, Master P started us off. He was there. He interrupted. There was a lot of Tony Schiavone tonight. And so what was up with that? Real quick before I send you back, Mad Dog. He's a legend
in the business.
Listen, Cactus is like, cut the shit, Tony. Okay.
I mean, you're not, Samantha Irving. You're not a ring announcer.
What? Like, he's a legend in our business. Without him, Cactus, we would not have it. We're gonna get so copyrighted.
I understand. He is a legend. He makes it on the wrestling ridge.
Oh, he only came in so he could flush the toilet. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's gone now. But all right, Mad Dog, we'll come back and get you for the news. Check in a little bit.
Oh, real quick, you guys forgot to mention Master P was also on a Nickelodeon show with his
What was
son,
he?
Romeo. Yeah, it was.
Romeo, like
I used to
Little
watch it.
Romeo
That
from
was
the
when
'90s.
Yeah, I used to watch it. Yeah.
The same one.
that was when I
Yeah.
was a kid too. Yeah.
Oh, at least I was right about something tonight. All
There you
right.
go.
Well, I'll check back with you later. Bye. All right. So, Ops. They are the new trio from
Uh,
last week.
and they're celebrating with Master P.
They're celebrating with Master P and the family reunion from West Virginia. Okay? Everybody and their brother came out tonight in the first 20 seconds of the show. We had Maria come out. Then we had Mox come out. Then we had all of the Black Combat people come out. Then we had Samoa Joe and all their people coming out. We had Young
Haters,
Bucks come out. We
bunch of
had
haters.
Swerve come out. We had Kenny Omega come out. We had like I said, the Young Bucks come out. I mean, what? I was like, is this only going to be an hour show because everybody's out already?
Yeah, that's. Thanks for coming, guys. It's the end of AEW Dynamite today. Well, listen, this as much as I love Samoa Joe, Double or Nothing, he's going to be facing Moxley for the world title. I think that this will be, or I hope and anticipate that this will be Moxley's last retain of the title. After that, he's dropping it, probably to Osprey.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to drop it to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's already had it. He had his time. I don't
Well, I
know.
mean, Moxley already had it a few times too, and even he got it. So who knows?
Well, that's true. And he's had it a very long time. But do you see? I don't know. I see if Samoa Joe gets it, he's giving it to Hook.
Oh, I see.
That
So
dynamic. And
right,
so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be a very quick filler, but
Anyone, please get it off of Mox. Yeah, it's time for
yeah,
the storyline to end.
I agree. Change it up here.
I
Change it
think
up.
he's dropping it. I think he's dropping it to Will too. But the thing about
Smartest
it is,
decision.
I think there's a lot of people that he could drop it to that I think would do well. I don't know if I feel that way because they have a lot of good contenders, or because I'm
They
just
do.
like Mox. Yeah, they do. I feel that way too.
They have a lot of people they could pass it to. They have a lot of young people they can pass it to. They have Hook. They have Will Ospreay. They have Kyle Fletcher. They have I don't want to see
They have
Kenny Omega
MJF.
get it. You have MJF, who's borderline young. You
What?
have
He's
Nick
my age.
Wayne. I mean, he's probably my age too. But I mean, compared to Hook, Nick Wayne, those kids are babies.
Oh,
You
and
know,
I think Fletcher might even be younger than him.
Fletcher's a baby. I mean, Will, I think, is older than them, but not by much.
Will might be in his 30s if I'm not tripping, to be honest with you. But
I mean, he may be like 30, 31.
I would still
but-
consider him young, though. Yeah, he's 31.
Yeah.
I would still consider him
See?
young.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people that they could be bringing this up with. So we'll see what happens. My vote is not going to go with...
Hold on there, miss. Yay.
Yeah, she had to verify age here. She had to check the license.
Maybe it is official. Maybe I am officially old. We'll see.
Oh, I'm borderline. I know there's some more other people in this company that's older than me, so I'm not
I
going to
can't wait to yell at kids on my lawn. Good times. That's going to be the best.
Do they even have lawns in Brooklyn?
You know what's so funny? Yes, but not in the way that they would in like a suburban area.
Okay.
We have grass out there, albeit a little square, but we got some grass. Listen, the next kid to step on that little grass, which why would they? Because it's behind the gate. But I'm gonna be get off my lawn, kids.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, well, speaking of young people, we have Renee with Nick Wayne.
Yes.
backstage, and he is holding his new belt of Ring of Honor that he won,
TV title.
and his lovely, lovely patriarch, mentor, father figure, Cage removes it right off his shoulder and says this is because of him, and he doesn't deserve the title. What the hell? Just slap that right off
Listen,
of him.
respect thy father.
I guess. I mean,
He's like, well, listen, I brought you in this life. I could take you out. This title is mine.
mm.
Nick
And
Wayne, get
what
a
are we
spine
gonna
and
start?
save your family. Yeah, you should become
Get us fine.
emancipated, Nick Wayne.
Hey, you know who I would love to see get with Nick Wayne? Not gonna lie, this is very interesting. And Tony Khan, hey, I'm talking to you. Listen here, okay? I think Nick Wayne and MJF need to get together. Okay?
Oh, that's not a bad. I see what you
Ooh.
mean. Well, is he going to join the Hurt Syndicate though? I don't see him getting 3 thumbs up.
I don't no, he's not making it. Reverse turn, 3-point turn, 4-point turn. I don't know, whatever you need to do to get that car out of that garage, but turn it around and go after these young guys. And I would love to see that because he can totally be he can, yeah, no, not romantically.
Not that there
Oh,
would be anything wrong with that.
no, but that's not what I was talking about.
Do nothing to Nick's mom. Listen, I could also see him with Daniel
Uh,
Garcia.
I could see NJF being next daddy too. I mean, that wouldn't be surprised either.
Romantically.
If that could be romantically, it's AEW. You never know what goes on with this show.
You never
Um,
know.
but you know what? You know who we get after that? We get
You
Briscoe.
can take him, by the way. But yeah, we got Mark Briscoe. Yeah, the E could take Jericho.
Oh yeah, we
And
got
we got and we
Briscoe.
got
We got
Andrew
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Ricochet. You know
Chase.
what? He had a very interesting dynamic to him this week. Maybe because I missed him last week. I don't know if I've
Hammer.
ever say that ever again if I missed him, because that's crazy. But he had this like aurora about him that literally made me think that he was playing like a ballerina dance. Did you notice that, or is it
Wait,
just
who?
me?
Which one?
Ricochet. He was just
Ah,
like floating,
so
and I'm like, hmm.
he feels, and this is the thing about Ricochet, and this is how you know that this character has like been a success. Ricochet feels like a star, so
Yeah,
much so that I'm like, yes, King Ricochet. You described it well. Like he has a aura
yeah,
about him. He has an air about him. To where even though
yes.
he lost to Mike Briscoe, I was like, eh. Like I still want to see Ricochet. I would like to see him get a world title run, like with this character. I was almost surprised to see Mike Briscoe beat him because of how much like I see Ricochet is like up there at this point. Um, but I understand Mark's paid the dues. Gotta call him Rick O'Heal. Yeah. Get Samantha to do his entrance and we're good.
And then we'll be good. You know what? Absolutely. So that Briscoe won. I am just, and maybe I'm too nice, said very little, many people in this world. But you know what? I can't stand the aftermath. Why go after a dog that's already down? Okay? What is the reason for it, Tony Khan? Why can't we just be adults, move on, leave the ring, come back next week? It's a job. Do your job. We all have to do it. Clock in, clock out. I don't like that fighting afterwards.
You don't listen. It's listen. This ain't ballet, as one used to say. All right, this is a
Yes.
hostile work environment. Yes, you might get beat up even after you lost, and it is what it is.
See, I could do without that. I could do without that. There's so many other things, maybe a handshake. Hey, AAA,
I don't know if
intermediate
you
top
I don't
wrestling
know if
does
you
it.
saw it when I was watching Night 2 live. It was after Randy Orton very handedly buried Mr.
Buried Joe Henry.
Yeah. And then like they shook hands and it's like okay, and then he just RKO'd again. Just doing shit. I'm like, was that necessary? Damn.
It's like pushing the hamster down the stairs.
My
Okay,
God.
in
Just
the
doing
wheel.
shit. And
It's
and
like
Randy was
pushing
supposed
the
to be a
hamster in the wheel down the.
kinda.
I know. I know.
Anyway, so
It's just
happy
absolutely
Ricochet
crazy.
Briscoe kicked Ricochet's butt. He did. You know
He
what?
did, and I'm happy for Briscoe this week. I'm all about it.
Reach for the sky, boy.
Yep, it was a good match for him. Good match. So, and
Anyways,
then he had a friend. He brought a little buddy out this week called Mr. Jet. Mr. Kevin Knight came out to give him a little hand.
it's because I think on Collision, Ricochet and
Yeah.
your Jet had some words, so you had to get a bit of Columbus. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yes, you do, Mad Dog. Yes, you do.
You said his name. He didn't appear. What does that say? Anyways.
Well, you know what? We have Tony back on the stage once again, but this time it is because we have FTR coming out, and they don't have the best record of friendship here because of the not so friendly contact that they've had. They were suspended, they were fined, but shockingly, did you see this coming, Sheriff? I did not see this coming
You
with
talking about
Stokely.
Stokely? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of. I was like, because I like Stokely ever since
Yeah.
they first, like dropped him and
Chris
Statlander.
Statlander, yeah.
I'm like, okay, we got to do something with him because he's pretty good. I like that, especially now that FTR heals. I'm like, let's see what they got going.
They're massive heels.
Yeah,
They went after poor rock and roll. Okay, these people are legends.
They were like,
these are the legends.
Did it in the 80s, and they're like, okay, so why? They say, okay, well, why are you bringing up old stuff though?
They travel around with AEW more than any other retired wrestling group. They're constantly. They were in Charlotte when I was. Yeah, they're always around.
The Rock and Roll Express is express. It keeps going.
It's an express. It's not getting off those tracks anytime soon. So, yes.
Yeah. So nobody wanted to see them belittle the legends. So they had to come out there, help them out.
And then Stokely was like a magic man and pulled out this shirt that said the killer living legend killers. Yeah.
Well, Bad Guy Jack says they're no heels of mine. I'd love to see that.
Are they stilettos? Are they pumps? Are they wedges?
80s. He says, I'd love to see Rock and Roll Express get beat up. Those are baby faces as far as I'm concerned.
They always have been baby faces.
Yo, them and Mae Young, they're bump addicts.
They are. They like it. They got some severe ADHD problems. They like the adrenaline. Okay.
They were bumping way into their elder days.
But, yes. Well, another thing Stokely did for them was to expunge their record and refund their fines. As Tony's standing right behind them, this is happening. So disrespectful. Yeah. And then we had Adam Cole and O'Reilly. They all came running out.
And Roddy.
And Rodney. Yes, Roderick Strong.
Roddy.
They all came running. But then
Adam Cole,
the commercial
showed up on TBS to defend the Rock and Roll Express.
Then they cut the commercial. I'm like, what the heck? What's the point of that? They got their 5 seconds of TV time?
Yes, and now we need our 5 seconds of ad space so we can make some money. Here's your commercial.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, what happened? I mean, I blinked. It was over. It was like the Joe Henry match. Over.
Da, 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 da. You blinked and you
Yep.
missed it. But this was, to be honest, I agree with you. This was a bit of a clusterfuck of
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 a
a
night
of a
of a.
segment.
Oh, it was more than just a segment. It was that way at the opener. It was a
You did,
cluster.
the opener was also. I think that
Yeah.
was the
And then wait till we get to the main. Wasn't the main the main event, but it should have been the main event. And we'll
yeah, no
get to
love
that.
for
Yeah, that was a crazy one too.
no love for Jamie. Damn. Anyways,
No. Oh, I have so much to say about that one. We'll get
speaking of
there.
commercials, though, do we?
Oh, we're getting 26. Yeah, you know what? We have a new commercial for Unpopular Review. We will be right back. Maybe.
This is truly an AEW commercial. They do this sometimes. They'll be like, Ruben.
Hi, guys, and thank you for staying with us. That was our merchandise commercial. If anyone would like to purchase merchandise, reach out to us, join our Patreon. We can communicate that way or through our social medias. So, yes. What do you think about that commercial, Sheriff?
Hi, Charmaine.
Hi,
Listen, I
Charmaine.
thought it was funny when the little mini shirt went on to the name of that guy. I don't know, but I know Triple H was next to him.
I don't know who that was either. But it
See?
worked.
Okay. Listen,
It worked out
I have
with the
excuse. I don't
shirt.
want to see. Anyways, that music
Oh, that was great.
very, very, very beautiful. Listen, you guys
Oh,
you gotta get a shirt. You gotta rep it.
yes.
When I get
Thank
mine,
you.
I will be wearing it. Maybe next week.
Yes, maybe next week. Exactly. Hi, Charmaine.
You're right. Should be an extra small.
Yes,
Uh,
big one. That's
yeah.
right. Join Patreon, guys. Like,
Oh,
subscribe,
that was
all
his
the
name,
above.
Kingo. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at. The small shirt on Kingo.
Yes, that makes more sense.
What? Charmaine. I can't with you.
Charmaine. You know what? We're getting there. We're almost there. We have
Charmaine
a
said no thumbs up for MJ.
no. But you know what, Charmaine? It's been very nice to see you tonight. It's been a minute. Welcome back. So, all right. We have the Young Bucks versus Speedball versus Kevin Knight. And you know what? I think there's no Young Bucks is two, and then Speedball and Kevin. Um, this is a tag team kind of match. It was kind of quick. It was the first time that we've seen the Young Bucks in like 6 months. Okay? Th-
And they were a little rusty.
Yes,
They needed some help, you know.
they
So
needed, I mean, it was two of the rookies that they were going against tonight, Speedball and Kevin.
I guess technically they would be rookies in AEW. I didn't think of it
They'd
that
be
way.
rookie in A&W, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a great match. It was a great match for
I
all
love
of them.
this. Yeah. This might have been my one of this. No, not favorite. I did
No,
actually.
we still have more to come. We still have more
Yeah,
to come.
but this was one of my favorite matches
It
of the
was a
night.
good match.
The Young Bucks, they still got it. Speedball is really fun to watch. I've always liked him. I've seen him a lot in House of Glory. And the Young Bucks, they get a lot of hate these days because of, we don't really need to talk about that, but they are an all-time great tag team. I looked down at Maddog Kelly as I said that because I know he would concur.
Yes.
What? The Young sucks, but they had
a great match.
You guys suck. Good match, though. I can't believe this. Nah, the Young Bucks get a bad rep. Okay? Young suck? Bro, what is this?
Look at all this. Oh, you and I hit the same thing.
And AEW was the Young Bucks, I would say, innovated tag team wrestling, especially on the independent scene. And the Young Bucks also, just in general, thank God Young Bucks stopped wearing Golden Girls pearls. Oh, yeah. Though it wasn't their finest hour, but...
No, or those shoes. Let me tell you, I love a pair of shoes.
They're Jordans?
But those Jordans, I thought they were Reeboks.
Well, they might have wore Reeboks at one point, but they're Jordan heads.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe that's what it was. Those were hideous. They were straight hideous. I know.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Oh, those were okay. Good.
They were Reeboks. I got you.
Are you talking about what they were wearing today?
No. Oh, I don't know if they were today, but I know at the end they had these huge, like, purple striped, massive shoes before they disappeared on their jet.
Oh, I see.
Those I thought were Reeboks.
Oh, and they were custom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are Reeboks.
Okay, guys, go back to the Jordans. What the heck?
I mean, you may be better off that way.
Yeah.
But, all right, so we have Renee and Tony Storm.
Yay! We have the remarkable Renee.
The remarkable Renee. Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. You know what? I do have to mention the fact that, as we all know, Katie is an extremely busy person outside of this podcast, including the podcast.
Been busy.
Yeah, it's just crazy, my life. But I took a break, went on vacation, and I listened to an Audible because I didn't have time to read it, but I could listen to it. And I chose to listen to the Mox book, the John Moxley documentary. That was quite interesting. I still have like 5 out of the 8 hours, but it was a very good first 3 hours. And I learned a lot about Renee in that book.
Does he talk about her a lot in the book?
They talk about her in a good amount about, the different events they had to go through together. So I thought it was interesting. Yeah, but
I do know that when they were getting together, he invited her out, and she was like, "Oh, it's a date."
Yeah.
And so she showed up, but it was like him and all his boys, and she was like, "Oh." She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave." And he's like, "Oh,
I think.
All right, I'll go with you."
I think a lot of the things that he like sets up for her ends up getting screwed up. Like he buys her a moped or something that she really wanted, and that all got messed up. And he brought her to like their storage unit to like give it to her because that's where he hid it, and she like panicked.
She had a panic attack. Why?
I don't know. I was like, oops.
Damn.
So,
you see,
yeah.
Like, I'll be trying, and then it just never.
But he was smart enough to propose, get married. He said it was Vegas is known for the 30 seconds wedding because they got engaged, married, and consummated that marriage all within the same night. So they got married in like their backyard or something like that, like 1 a.m.
I learned a lot about them on Total Divas. Yeah, they were really
that
only
too.
for a short time, but
yeah. John Monkey. No, Charmaine. Not my John Moxley. No.
Oh,
it was a great book. I know. He's back.
The Mini Mox.
The Mini Mox. I still am waiting. No one has reached out to me to tell me where I can find my Renee. So if anyone out there,
Your Renee figure, that's funny.
I need a Renee figure. I know.
Yo, AEW shop.com, make it work.
I don't know if they have that. But all right. So Remarkable Renee with Tony Storm. She is going to be on the red carpet this weekend for the Empire Strikes Back. And she just flew it away like, no big deal. I don't care. But you know what? I want an open match. And Queen Amamana,
Amanada.
I was pretty close. I'll take it. Takes her up on that. And that's going to be a very interesting match on Saturday. Is it Saturday? Is it Collision or next week?
I
I
thought
do
they said,
too.
or did they say next week? I'm actually not sure.
I think it may be Collision, but if
I
she's
think
doing the
it's
red
Collision,
carpet, that's why I'm a little confused. I don't know, but
yeah.
it's coming. It's coming. It's in the books. It's in the works, guys. Stay tuned.
It said that they're gonna make cinema, so look forward to it.
Yes. Now, we have the Hurt Signature. Okay. Oh, it's on Collision. Thank you, Jeffrey. See, we got to depend on our loyal fans of AEW to keep us on track. Now we have the Hurt Syndicate. Okay. They come out in their beautiful suits, dapper, full on, ready to go, making deals. They have Bobby Lashley. They have Shelton. They got
MVP.
MVP. What is his name? Morton?
Montel Vontavious.
Montel. That's it. Yep. They have everybody standing out in the ring. And then you hear the bald.
I'll have you know,
I like
Montel
that
still
one.
got his hair, right?
He just chooses not to. Oh. Well, they get interrupted by this horrific motor sound coming over the speakers as MJF drives his car into the garage and makes an abrupt entrance. Yes, they were shooting.
And the car was carring.
Exactly. But he does make his way down to the ring and he wants a vote. Okay, so it's either an up for MJF joining them. I don't know, or a no. Okay, that's how the votes work. Welcome to America. Okay, democracy. All right.
While we still have it.
As long as we still have it, exactly. Might as well use it while we can. We have MVP giving him a thumbs up. We have Shelton Benjamin with a thumbs up. But it was because he gave him respect. Okay? And Bobby was just waiting for a sorry. You can hear the crowds tonight giving MJF coping mechanisms on how to handle this. Okay? I was shocked. I'm like, all right, listen, it's not that hard. Sorry. It's 2 words. It's not 2 words. It's 1 word. You're going to break it into 2, MJF. Yeah.
I don't know. This is harder than it looks.
I mean, when your ego is the size of Montana, I'm sure it is. So, Montana. But he promises him his car. Even though, so I guess he gave him like a middle of the ground, okay? And MJF was so nervous that he'd give him a thumbs down, he offered his car. Sorry. Offered him his car. And Bobby Lashley's no stupid man. And he said, where is it? Where are the keys? Let's go.
Bobby Lashley said, that's a Chevy Corvette Stingray, okay? Where is that?
Yeah. Where are the keys? And they all walked out there. Bobby gets in the car and says, bye.
Thumbs down, by the way.
Thumbs down and drives away.
Skirt.
Yep. So, sorry. Not sorry.
Whoa.
But you know what? After that, we have the remarkable Renee again with Hangman Page. Okay. Hangman Page. He is not bad. I could hang out with Renee and Hangman. I'm good with that. But no! MJF had to interrupt our conversation. Okay? He came in there and shit. Yeah. No, you're right,
That
Jeffrey.
was his mistake. If you're giving me the keys to the Corvette, that means you want
No
me
one
to
said MJF was a smart guy. He may have money, but no one said he was a smart guy. He must be a trust fund baby. Okay? But
from Long Island.
MJF comes out there, hangs out with Hangman, tries to get him to, work together. Hangman's like, I don't know about this. What do you think about that possibility there?
I think this kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier about there being a lot of strong contenders for the world title.
Yeah.
Because MJF, he is looking for allies, but he made it clear.
Why does he feel like
because the Death Riders it's strength in numbers. The Death Riders, like, if you face Moxley, multiple people are going to jump in to help. So you need people to have your back as well if you want to be able to beat Moxley. Say about his hair.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes, I was going to mention that, but I didn't. He said that Adam Page, I have something for you to choke on. Oh my God, no. That is not what he said, Jeffrey. He said,
he did say that, but
he
not
did
about
say
the
that,
hair.
but that's not the hair. He said that his hair looks like something about his wife. Was it back in the 70s when you met your wife or something like that?
Basically, the hairstyle was dated. That's what he was trying to say.
Right.
But he's
Hangman
like,
Page.
listen, I regardless of what happens, I'm going to be the next world champion, not you. And even if you do get to face Moxley, you're going to choke anyway because that's what you do. Matter of fact, I got something for you to choke on, which, not saying there's anything wrong with that, but what's going on? MJF. What's going on with the undertones of this episode? But yeah. I liked this because, again, all of the stories are kind of interwoven with each other. Everybody wants the world title. I could see Hangman getting it. I could see MJF getting it. I could see Ospreay getting it. Maybe they throw a swerve and they give it to, no pun intended, maybe they throw a swerve and give it to Joe. I could have saw Swerve getting it. They have a lot of strong contenders for the world title, so I guess we'll see.
They do.
I could have saw Jay White, but he got hurt. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah. I mean, Adam Cole has got a very strong chance here.
Page, you mean?
I mean, Adam Page, yes. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, all right. So the next match. I honestly thought, if I hadn't already checked the bout tonight, that this was the main card event. It felt like the main card event. I honestly think it should have been the main card event. The energy, the hype, the excitement on this match, don't get me wrong, guys. I am all about representing the women in this field, especially wrestling. I'm usually all about making the women wrestling matches number one, bringing them forward. But this match was so much better than the Jamie Hayter Chris Statlander match. Okay, this should have been.
I don't know that I agree, but keep going.
All right, that's just my opinion. So we have Will Ospreay and Brody King versus Josh Alexander and Takeshita. Okay, this is a continuous fight. It was very interesting. Okay, it was.
Did you expect Alexander and Takeshita to win?
I did not.
Neither did I.
And I was actually very shocked that I don't know very much about Josh Alexander and his role in the E, but what's up with the singlet and the headgear like you're in AAU wrestling? Okay.
I think he was from TNA actually, but
Or
if I
TNA.
remember
Okay.
right, the headgear is meant to cover his ears for some reason.
I mean, that's what
I
headgear
don't remember
does.
why.
But unless
Well,
he's got
not all headgear. Some headgear is meant to like to protect your head, but I think his headgear is meant to protect his ears.
his is only protecting his ears. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember why. This was his gear in TNA. Yeah.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
just decided that it. He's like, let's keep the.
I
Let's
mean,
keep the
hey,
going. I was shocked that they.
cauliflower ear is a legit thing. So if he wants to protect
Oh,
that,
I think that's what it was. I think he had
I mean, that's
cauliflower
why people wear headgears. But it's usually to prevent cauliflower ear, not
because
to
you have it.
protect. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
already have it, you're fucked.
you might as well show that
Um,
cauliflower. Where you know he
yeah,
had cauliflower.
you
Yeah,
might as
yeah,
well
yeah,
go
yeah.
get it
I
drained,
remember that. I
slice
remember
it
that
open.
vaguely. So he's
Yeah,
wearing it to protect.
99% of wrestlers have cauliflower ear.
He has a broken.
Um, Now if he has a broken eardrum, that's a different story. That could be that. Maybe that's why he wears
Maybe
one.
both.
It could.
I just remember
It
that
could
he
just
did
be part of his
mention.
storyline.
Yeah,
He's
I just know
clearly
that
wearing a
and
singlet.
not in kayfabe, like actual, like he has something wrong with his ear, and I just remember
Yeah.
it's meant to protect his ear.
Well,
So, yeah,
clearly he didn't hear the bell and decided to go after Will Ospreay before the bell even started. I was like, oh, there we go. Um, but he did get the pinfall, and so that was quite interesting.
he's one
And
of
the
their newest signees, so I like the fact that Ram
newest
is
signing,
giving him some wins,
yes,
and a win over Osprey. Yeah, it was tag team match, but still,
yeah. The fight continued on. Kyle Fletcher came out
Mhm.
and Hangman.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So it was
Well,
interesting. It was
so
another.
because they have a match coming up too for the
Mhm.
tournament, but is Fletcher winning? I think that Hangman is definitely, but they did a good job of convincing me that Fletcher has a chance. I think they did a good job of selling the story, even though
Well,
I still.
Don was on mic.
It was what?
Don Callis was on mic tonight,
Mhm.
and they have made Kyle Fletcher into the most hideous looking guy with his pants that don't fit, his baby shirt. I can't get
Because you're
behind
not
it.
supposed to like him anymore because he's a bad guy, so you had to get rid of his good looks.
I mean, clearly. But Don Callis was like, he's the face of AEW. I really hope that Hangman wins. I want to see Hangman win.
Yeah, that's the face that
When's
I want.
that match? Is that a collision match or is that next week?
I think that's next week Dynamite. Yeah, that's part of the tournament.
Yeah.
Um, did some Google searches and he had his ear surgically removed and reattached after a nasty injury.
Wow. Jeffrey, thank you so much. Okay, that 100% represents why you'd wear the headgear.
Aw,
Wow.
that's because we were like cauliflower ear, eardrum. It's like no, actually, like we had to take the whole shit off and put it back on. It's like, have you tried turning it on
Wow.
and off again? That kind of thing. Jeez, poor guy.
All right,
It's
new
nice that he's
found
still able to
respect.
wrestle even with that. Even with that. Even
Well, I mean,
also,
headgears are amazing things, but
and I think he kind of makes it work. Like it almost looks like it's supposed to be there, even though it's probably not.
it's
Like
his character. Yeah, it's got the whole
I think he does
and
like this with his in his
yeah.
sweater.
Well, and he also has the singlet as well. So I mean, I don't know.
And
You know what? Good for him.
this match, I liked this match. I disagree that this was better than the main event. I actually thought this match, for the personnel that was in it, I actually thought
There
this
you
match
go.
should have been better. But oh yeah, that's the photo I was talking about. He's like,
Yeah. I mean, hey, he's got Cliff Klein wrestling gear, so that's awesome. Yep. But he's totally
no
giving
problem.
me vibes He's
Nice.
giving me oh gosh, who is his name now? He just disappeared and became the non-official Americano from the E.
Oh wait, he disappeared from WWE.
He everyone thinks he's that American luchador.
Oh,
Um, what's his name? He wears a singlet and Chad Gable.
there we
Yes.
go. Yeah.
Thank you, Mad Dog, for saving me. He's got that same kind of personality, look to
I was totally off on who I thought you were talking about, by the way. But keep going.
yeah, there you go. All right.
Thank you,
So
Mad
next
Dog.
our
Speaking of Mad
main
Dog,
card. Yeah,
do we
thank you,
want to
Mad
bring
Dog.
him first, or do
Yes,
we?
let's bring him in for our main event, which is Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander. This winner will fight the CEO at Double or Nothing. Hi, Mad Dog.
Hi
CEO.
guys, I'm back.
CEO.
I know. Thank you so
Just
much. We are
here we
talking about the main event between Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander.
What a great
What do you
match.
think?
Oh my god. First of all, the match before, you guys were right. The match before was very good, but I think the main event was a little bit better.
All
And I
right,
also
so
found
maybe
out
they
about
did
that
it
ear
right.
injury too. I was on Reddit looking around and I found it, and that's why I went like this backstage, because I found out about the reattaching of the ear thing. I
Mm.
think that's kind of gross. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm glad he wears protection now, Josh Alexander. But anyway, going back to
Always
this
wear
main event,
protection, people.
um,
Always wear protection.
this main
Wrap it
event
up.
was stellar, absolutely stellar. From top to bottom, these ladies performed as they always do, and I was kind of surprised on the winner, but not really surprised on the winner. But yeah, it was a great match.
We've
I
already had Chris Statlander, Mercedes win.
That's true. That's true.
Because I
And
knew,
and
because I
Statlander was
think I said that
champion.
I would. I think I predicted Jamie would go to the finals.
You
I think
did.
she's losing
You did.
to Mercedes, but Jamie Hayter, because she let's be real, she never lost her championship. She got injured, and so she, it's not really fair the way that she had to relinquish it. Her run was kind of cut short, so I think that they're trying to build her back up so she can get back into the world title picture. So I think that this is probably, besides maybe Athena, this was the only other person in the tournament that could really give Mercedes a challenge of like, maybe they could win. So I think that this was a great decision between Jamie and Christine. Yes, they had good chemistry in the ring. I really like that, and we know Jamie can go. So, what say you, Cactus Katie?
I just have a hard time with Jamie. That is just my personal view.
Hmm.
I bet she's a really nice person, but
You don't have to qualify it. If you don't
No.
like it, you don't like it. Yeah.
to me, probably sound like a really, really selfish person on this show, but she, to me, just comes across as a 70s trailer woman.
Did you like her before, like pre? Because she is a little bit different post injury, like her
She
persona
is.
and her look. Did you like her beforehand, or do you not?
I liked her before. I think it's her colors.
Oh,
Her
really?
colors,
The outfits.
her colors are just coming across to me as
It's the
a
red.
70s trailer person. Mhm.
I've never
Yep.
heard that before, but
That she
Where's
just, I don't know
forever?
why. Maybe her and Briscoe can get together. I don't know.
whoa. Don't don't
I feel like they
disrespect
would be
Delaware's
really
favorite
compatible
now.
together. I
Don't
love
disrespect
Briscoe.
Delaware's favorite now. It's
So
Delaware's favorite.
maybe if she ditches the red, ditches maybe the
She needs
plaid.
to ditch the orange. Okay.
Oh, is it
I
orange?
like the orange.
the
I think
orange.
this is a good run for her so far post injury. To be honest with you, ladies, I
Like,
think
you know
it's
what?
a great run for her.
I really, really want to. I wonder how much of an age difference there is between them. I'm really about this now. I'm like
Between who?
matchmaking.
Between who?
Briscoe and Jamie Hayter.
Well, Jamie Hayter's like 30. I think Mark Briscoe's
Is
significantly
she?
older than that, but we'll see.
He's like in his 50s, isn't he? I mean,
He's
I could
40.
be
Oh,
wrong.
no, he's 10 years older than her.
He's 40?
But, bro,
Oh, wow.
guys, I looked up on Google, and guess what? Briscoe's
What?
got eight kids. So,
Wow. Good for him.
Oh,
well, yes. Well, first of all, that's beautiful. But in the context of him
Yeah.
getting with childless Jamie Hayter, probably not.
I mean,
Isn't he married? I just want to throw them. I believe Mark Briscoe is married, for the record. I
Yeah.
don't know.
he may be. He may be.
I think he is. I think he
Wow.
brought his family on
Yes, they've been there
after his
before. I'm
brother
pretty
passed.
sure.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is married.
Let's see. I don't know. Quick facts. Wikipedia. I need info. Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, Mark Briscoe
Oh,
is married to a
I'm
woman
sorry.
named Ashley Pugh.
There you go.
Oh.
See, I was right. All right.
Oh,
She-
yeah, 8
oh,
children.
That poor woman popped out 8 kids. Oh gosh.
Whoa.
That must have
Wow.
been some hard work.
I mean, when do you have time for 8 children while he's on the road? Lord.
Well, they're
Yeah.
coming with them. They're on the road.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
traveled with some
Oh,
kids
yeah,
just now.
they are.
Could
on the
you
road.
imagine?
Yeah, and I my hair is thinned out because of that. Okay? I mean, no. That is not a choice you choose to make. I don't know. That's just my choice.
Okay,
But
yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Football team too. Everybody think they're the
World
Jacksons.
champion, I believe.
Put them all in a singing group. Get your money up, all right?
Jey Uso, world champion.
Are any of Briscoe's children are they of age that they can wrestle?
I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know if any of them are going to
I
wrestle.
don't. We're gonna have to get more information on this in the future. To be determined. Stay tuned.
After watching the Iron Claw, don't let your kids wrestle.
I saw that movie.
This is our industry, Sheriff. This is our industry. How can you say that?
Scratch it.
Yeah.
Cut.
Jesus.
That's the
I'll
commercial.
edit that out. No worries.
That was a good movie, by the way. Iron Claw.
Right.
Oh. All right. Well, yes, Jamie Hayter wins. She will be fighting the MCO, or the MCO, the CEO,
CEO, baby, CEO.
at Double or Nothing.
CEO.
Mercedes did make a.
That's not my CEO dance. I need one of me doing the CEO dance. We need to make
I
one.
know. We'll have to make one. I'm not making one right now.
No, I know, but we gotta do it. There's plenty of clips of me doing it.
There you go. All right. But she does come out. She makes her little appearance. She does her dance, and then they cut it off because they have the Stanley Cup Finals tonight. But
I've been watching those for the record.
I do have it on right now. I'm not gonna
Go
lie.
Devils! Go Devils!
LA is up by 2 right now.
Go Devils! I think that's first in your team, right? The Carolina Hurricanes, the Devils.
I have never. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've never seen that.
Jeffrey, do you watch?
I don't know who that is.
Mercedes CEO. That's what that means.
Good
one. Okay, that was close. That was close. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got it. I got
I
you.
don't watch hockey.
All right. Well, you know what, guys? You know what time it is? Dun dun dun.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi, Maddog.
Hi there.
It's hi there. We don't even have to play squares tonight. I got you.
There you go.
Beautiful.
All right.
Let's clap it up for Katie. Actually,
yeah. All right. Anyway, so
what's up
in professional wrestling? I do just want to start off by acknowledging this. I'm gonna put this up here. This was a Chicago Bears legend, Steve Mongo McMichael. He died today at the age of 67. After his battle with ALS. Family spokesperson said he was a defensive tackle for the Chicago Bears, won the Super Bowl with them in '85. After his football career, McMichael worked with as a wrestler and a commentator for WCW in the '90s. The NFL great also was a member of the Four Horsemen, along with his friend Ric Flair, who did a tribute earlier tonight. If you haven't seen his tweet, go look at the tweet.
Oh,
And was once a WCW champion, and that came from the NFL Network. So RIP to him. I was kind of upset when I heard that because I actually remember and remember that. And I went back to YouTube and I remember I was like, oh my God, I remember this when they did this. So anyway, yeah. So going on to the next thing, I know we were talking about it earlier in the night, and apparently we're going to talk about his name again. PWN claims Joe Henry was handpicked by Randy Orton himself to show up at WrestleMania over the weekend. So I believe in Joe Henry. I hope y'all believe in Joe Henry. You say his name, he's not going to appear in my living room. It's not going to happen. But, he is TNA champion right now. And I think it's fantastic. The partnership, TNA, WWE, huge deal. Joe Henry, I want more of it. He was on NXT last night. Go watch the duo take care of that. That's a great show. They talked about him, and my God, give me more Joe Henry, okay? I believe. And somebody also Little Birdie told me that he's more over than a lot of the guys in AEW. So, just throwing that out there too. The next thing I have here, unfortunately, Tama Tonga. There he is. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. I didn't even know we even had him. Wow, that's so cool. Anyway, Tama Tonga is injured. That is the brother of Tonga Loa. They're both injured now. This sucks, according to bodyslam.net. And could require surgery. And it was because of LA Knight's attack on him, I think about a week ago or two. He may be written off television, they said. This next one actually is very interesting. We were talking about wrestlers training. Travis Scott. We know Bad Bunny's training with the E. But apparently ring announcer Kathy Kelly is actually now training at the Performance Center, doing promo classes and doing some in-ring work. She might be a manager for somebody at some point. Maybe Roman Reigns. I know Roman Reigns has nobody right now. Hint there. And sources say that the injury that led to Rey Mysterio, I was heartbroken about this. I just want to throw this out there. Congrats to Rey Fenix for having a WrestleMania match with El Grande Americano, Chad Gable, wherever the hell he is. I don't know. He changes his name every 10 seconds. But congrats to Rey Fenix for having his match. But also sucks for Rey Mysterio because I heard Rey Mysterio is going to have his own entrance and it was going to be this whole grand thing. And unfortunately, they couldn't do it because of his injury. But apparently the injury led to him being pulled from Mania is because he has a torn groin. And they thought, and initially they thought he could have the power to pull through the match. He wanted to do it, but the doctor said no. So, the WWE doctors said the damage was worse than they thought. So they actually, yes, Jeffrey, she's actually training right now. Yeah. If you believe the story, she's doing some backstage training classes. And I don't know, man. I told you earlier, they're training Travis Scott, Bad Bunny, Kathy Kelly. They're doing everybody now, man. Everybody is jumping into they're all training everybody over there. So I don't know what that means, but that's going to be interesting for sure. But yeah, it sucks about Rey Mysterio because I was heartbroken when I heard the news. I remember texting you, and it was like a whole thing. And yeah, really, really sucks that he didn't have his match. But also, it was really cool to see Rey Fenix go out there and just he shocked the world. That was a great match it was.
Rey Fenix?
Yeah, Rey Fenix. For me, the WWE, he was there night 2.
Are you talking about Penta?
No, Penta was in the Continental Championship.
No.
Rey Fenix, his brother. They're both in the E now, Sheriff. Yes.
Okay, so he is in the E. Because I
yes,
talked to a friend.
yes,
I was like, didn't he get released already? And someone told me no. And I was like, I'm pretty sure.
It was all part of the big announcement on WrestleMania night 1, where they the E bought AAA.
Wait, where was
I thought that was on night 2. Actually, I thought that was night 2 because
maybe
it was.
Maybe.
That was like right
WrestleMania.
Rey Mysterio got injured, so
yes. But I thought I was driving home, which would have been night 1.
No, and I believe it was night 2 because the Rey Mysterio match was on night 2, or I think it was
All right,
supposed
maybe it was
to.
night 1 or night
I
2.
don't know. I don't know.
Oh, it
All I
was.
Maybe
know,
it was during
Okay,
WrestleMania.
hold on. It was night 1. Okay, so
it
I'm
was
not
night 1.
tripping.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
I didn't see Ray Phoenix. I
Okay.
might be.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
I
good,
must
good,
have
good.
gotten it wrong, but my bad. But either way, I know he was there though. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Have they
All
wrestled
right.
together yet on the E?
what?
Have they
No.
wrestled together yet on the E?
No, and honestly, I don't think they're gonna because they're like EC said, they're on different brands. So I
That was
don't
night
think they're.
1. That was
Yeah, it
night
was. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was the biggest kept secret from everybody, from me, from all the other, wrestling research sites I look up. That's I call it research. Sites I look at. They all were kept in the dark. Apparently, I don't know how WWE did that. They swept that whole thing under the rug, but they bought the company, and I can't wait for the partnership. Honestly, I'm so excited for it. Let's
30
I think worlds
years in the
collide.
making.
Oh,
30
yeah,
years.
yeah. Worlds collide. I think Money in the Bank, I believe, is in June or now July, whatever it is. But
Same
it's going to be
day,
back to
30
back.
minutes from each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Both in LA.
Yes,
I think
Different
yes.
venues.
Excited for it.
365 days from now, they'll be announcing the purchase of TNA.
Maybe
Yeah.
AEW. Maybe AEW. Get
Not a
sweep
chance. They don't
under.
have the money
Buy.
to purchase AEW.
Oh, I don't know about that, Sheriff.
It's a
WWE's
billion-dollar
got a
company.
lot of money in there. Don't think
They
they
might
don't.
have $1
They
billion,
got a
but are they?
lot of money.
That might be all of their
Can
money.
you imagine that, man? I mean, I
That
don't
would
want
be
to
a
beat everybody else,
monopoly.
but one
It would
dude,
be the
That
end of
would be,
wrestling.
WCW. I own WCW now. No one thought that would
Yeah,
it
but
happen.
could be a
they bought
monopoly.
WCW. That was the end of wrestling as we knew it.
Yeah.
This might be the end of wrestling as we know it if the WWE ends up buying AEW out in a year from now.
They're gonna have to be
Possibly.
on their own, and then eventually tag team. They don't want to rush it. Fair enough. I
No,
wonder, are
yeah.
they gonna be
They
on the
want to
same
keep it simple.
brand? I guess we don't know yet. Ray Phoenix just.
Nope. One's on SmackDown, one's on Raw, and with the possible draft coming up, the WWE draft. I don't know if they might not announce that on Friday, possibly, but we're gonna get the draft, and they're gonna. I believe one's gonna stay on Raw, which is Penta, and the other one's gonna stay on SmackDown, which is Ray
Who's
Phoenix.
younger, Penta or Ray?
That I have no idea. You're gonna have to
Ray
Google
is younger by 6 years.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, wow.
So I think probably okay. So
Penta had a great match too. That's probably where I
in the
got confused
spirit
because I think
of
Penta was on like 2.
because I just clicked it in the
So.
spirit of looking up ages. MJF is actually older than me, so you can safely call him. You can safely call him old. I'm sorry, Cactus.
I must have gotten confused with the Ray and Penta again, even by myself, because I think Penta was night 2. The IC title match, I think, was night 2. I think. I'm not sure. I don't even remember.
I
But,
saw Penta. I saw Penta in the what was that, a triple threat?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, 4-way, fatal 4-way.
A fatal 4-way, yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
That was on
Dom
night
became-
2.
Yeah, Dom new champion, Dom Mysterio. Woo! Yay! I'm excited.
Yes.
We'll see where that goes.
All right.
But yeah, that's all
Well,
I got.
thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you, Mad Dog, for your news and your input. And thank you, Sheriff, for your lovely attendance and wonderful input with mine tonight. I don't know. I'm sorry. I was trying to be cliche. But we will be back. Check Mad Dog out on Saturday night for Collision. I may be there with him. We'll see. But yes, make sure you guys tune back in to UPR. Like I said, if you guys would like some merchandise, we will be starting to do that. And we will see you guys next week for All Elite Women and Friends. Thank you, Jeffrey. We'll see you guys later. Good night.